YouTube, what is going on? Chris the Journals, Comics and Pop Culture. Doing a video for you guys today that's going to be kind of like all over the place. Not really a room tour, not really anything, extremely specific, but just a few things that I kind of wanted to show you guys that I've been working on when coming out here. One thing is, just to kind of give an overview of what is going on in here right now. I'm really trying to get a lot of my silver to bronze age runs bagged and boarded nicely, separate from my main alphabetized filing. And that goes for DC and Marvel, but mostly Marvel. So let's start here, okay, guys? Let me walk over here. I want to show you guys what I've been working on, and for those of you who've been following my channel for the last probably, I don't know, almost the last year, probably, or since last summer, most definitely, my main focus has been on Bronze Age, completing Bronze Age runs, finding good deals on Bronze Age stuff. One thing that a lot of you probably know about me is that with my almost $15,000 collection, I've always been a bargain hunter. I hit up 50-cent patio sales at places like A1 Comics in Sacramento. I hit up Boys of Summer in Vacaville down the way from me, and I'll find some new books that he has down there for 50 cents. And one thing that I'm trying to do is steer away from that because, and here's the reason. Even though buying books for 50 cents is a good deal, and don't get me wrong, I'll still dig through some 50-cent bins. I love digging. But if it's not something that I feel is going to not necessarily give me back any value, but if it's not something that is completing a run or giving me some kind of value, that I want to read it, this run, or, it's an older Bronze Age book or something like that, I'm going to steer away from that because I would rather spend $1 to $2 to $3 on some fewer books of some like Bronze Age books to complete my runs than spending that same amount of money and getting 2-3 times the books on just some 50-cent books that are like 90s image crap or who knows what. So, and not to say I hate all 90s image stuff. I'm just trying to make a point. So guys, what I've been doing here, and I kind of showed this off in a video a few months ago about how I got these units and I brought out a lot of my runs from here and started putting them separately. I also had a lot of boxes laying around the floors, so hence now they're on these units. But what I'm doing here, and I have it in alphabetical order, starting from Avengers Volume 1. Now, Avengers Volume 1 obviously is a Silver Age run to modern. But most of these, and if you can see down here, and I don't have labels on all of them, but most of them are runs that start as Bronze Age runs. Black Panther, which I almost have a full run for. 1, 4, 5. I think all I need is 2 and 3. And so forth. Captain Marvel, that started as late Silver Age. Champions is a Bronze Age run. Short run, I think, 15, 17 issues. Defenders started as a Bronze Age run. 7 is my earliest in there. And as you guys can see, what I'm doing here is I'm putting most of my bronze at Dazzler. I'm putting most of my Bronze Age stuff in Mylars for protection and because I just love the way that it appeals to the eye. I love the way it looks in the box, and many of you know, like myself, or many of you are like myself, OCD with how we store and collect our books. Anyways, it's all alphabetical order. Doctor Strange, Volume 2, which started as a Bronze Age run. Fantastic Four, Volume 1 is in here. Starts somewhere around here. There's my Facsimile. Anyways, moving on, we got Hulk. So I do have some older runs, Miss Marvel, Volume 1. I got almost the whole run. I don't have number 1. Spider-Woman, Bronze Age run. I got the whole run of that. Warlock. I think I'm missing just one Warlock run. My 2 number 1s are set aside in my key box. Oh, speaking of key box. Oh, I got my Batman Detective Comics set aside now, too. Because I was taking too much space over here. I also did set aside a box that I'm putting some key books in. My Warlock #1s, first appearance of Riri, Black Panther miniseries #1, Punisher #1, second appearance of Hobgoblin, 252s, Carnage, things like this. So I don't have much in here yet. All this other stuff is just random crap. I do have a magazine box now, where I am storing my. I got my magazine collection. If you guys saw that Christmas present gift I got from my uncle, the Planet of the Apes magazines. But I have my slab collection, which I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, I'll add a few more this year. Maybe I will even get my own slab, because I bought all of these slabbed. I don't have any that I've slabbed myself, so we'll see how that goes. I got my Thor Volume 1 run, which is, I am really, really trying to work on my Thor Volume 1 run for 2019. It's pretty solid from this point on here. Again, all in nice, fresh Mylar. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thor. And then I got my full Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man complete run. That takes 3 boxes. Dang. Oh, guys, and I was trying to work on a Mod Podge, art piece here. I'm going to finish this, but it's a lid for my Spectacular Spider-Man. And besides this, which I should have thought ahead, that says Amazing Spider-Man, all of these are inserts or pages of Spectacular Spider-Man issues. And that's what I want to do to all these boxes, the lids in the boxes. I want to put printouts of specific covers and pages of Spectacular Spider-Man issues. And no, these are not cut up comic books. I printed them. I have a friend who does, a lot of arts and crafts stuff. And she will go to, thrift stores or whatnot and find 50-cent dollar comic books and cut them up. And it breaks my heart. For me, I don't care how unvaluable the book is. I don't care if it's, the worst comic book you can own. And if it only costs you a penny. For me, it's like, it's blasphemy to cut up a comic book. But that's just me. So, hey, it might cost more just to print out a color printout than it would to buy a 50-cent book. But that's just me, guys. So, anyways, so I wanted to show that off, guys. And the other thing that I wanted to really point out in this video, and I know, excuse my mess, all you guys looking at these stack books, probably your OCD is going off, but these are all books that need to be pressed anyways. But what I was saying was, the one other thing I wanted to bring up in this video was 2019. We are in the new year. I cannot believe it's 2019. Can't believe next year it's going to be the Roaring 20s again. Wow. Anyways, I always see, and oh, by the way, I am on Instagram now, and I will leave my handle. I believe it's at journos_comics, I believe, but I'll put the proper one below. And I'm seeing so many people posting, their top picks of what they want to get for 2019. And for me, I haven't put a lot of thought into actual individual issues that I would like to get in 2019, but I know for sure that I want a complete run. So I know, again, and I'll bring you guys over here, my Thor run is one I want to work on. Let's just go through a few of these here to show. Like, I got like 182, 183, 184, 185, all the way up to 190, 97. In this area, all the way through like 235, there's 239. I'm not missing much, I guess, in the late 100s to the, 260s. And then I start having a lot of holes. Here's some more 80s and 90s issues. I doubt I'll be able to complete this. Obviously, because it gets pricey the older they are, and it's a larger run. There's definitely some keys in there. And although I will be graduating college this year in May, and although hopefully I'll be settling into my career job, I doubt that I'm going to have the money to spend to complete that run. I do want to work on it. There's no doubt in my mind I will be working on it. Hulk. Hulk is a run that is really fresh and new to me. I didn't have much Hulk as a kid. So a lot of this has been in the last few years. And I've done a pretty good job. Some of them are kind of beat up, but late 100s and early 200s, I've done a pretty good job. I definitely want to keep working on these. Most of these are like from when I was a kid. Obviously in the late 80s was when I was heavily collecting. Late 80s, early 90s. But again, I can't finish it. There's no way I'm getting Hulk 181, even Hulk 180 at this point, I'm sure. So I would love your guys' advice, some feedback on what do you guys think would be a run or a couple runs that you think would be feasible for somebody on a budget, or one that, would be more, what's the word? I don't want to say important, but yeah, would be a priority to complete right now for whatever reason. Maybe it's going to get hot. Maybe you think it's going to get hot. Maybe it's just your favorite character and you think he's cool and you want to tell me, hey, I think you should do this one. I want to hear guys' opinions because I want it to be Bronze Age for sure. Or at least something that starts or exists in the 70s or early 80s. I was thinking Defender's Run could be one that I could complete this year. It's not too expensive. It is a bit of a longer run, but I have a lot. I mean, this is all Defenders, and so is this. All the way up to like the last issue. So, that's a possibility. Like I said, I only need 2 more Black Panther issues. So that's probably inevitable. And one thing that I like about the Bronze Age runs, not only do I love the era, and not only do I feel that Bronze Age books, and this is my opinion, and yes, I have a little bit of background in business and economics and finances, but I do feel that over the next decade, Bronze Age books are going to start really seeing a climb in their average value, even for common books, as long as they're in decent condition. I really think we're going to start seeing the value of these books. Not anything crazy unless it's, any more keys because of movies or things like that. But, I think we're going to see some jumps. But yeah, 2 more books to that. Champions is a short run. But these certain Bronze Age runs are short. So they're easier to fill. And hey, if a run is only 15, 18 issues and I complete it, it's fulfilling still. It is still fulfilling to complete a run, even if it's that short. And another one, Warlock. What do I have? 1 more book. Oh, and then Nova. The Nova run, which I need, I think 1 or maybe 2 more books to complete this run. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be completing Nova, Warlock, Black Panther possibly. I don't know about Ms. Marvel. I probably should, huh? But I should wait for after the hype of the movie. Anyways, guys, I'll leave you guys at that. That is kind of what I wanted to show you guys and what I wanted to, talk about today. And I would love any kind of advice or feedback in terms of what you guys would like to see me wrap up and complete here for 2019. So, with that being said, guys, if you have not subscribed, please do so. And if you want to go check out my Instagram, check my handle that I put below. Like I said, I do believe it's at Journos or Journo_comics. It will be below. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time.